Hey guys, this is Tiju22, and up next for our fourth match of the night, it's going to be the first of two semifinal matches in this Intercontinental Championship Elimination Tournament. Now, believe it or not, 7 men out of 12, or how do I put this? Yeah, 7 men out of 12 somehow, some way, managed to advance to what is now the semifinals. Nonetheless, we have a triple threat semifinal, and we're gonna also have our the other one is going to be a fatal four-way semifinal. And preferably, we would love to see 2 men come out of this. With that in mind, here is a triple threat elimination match. No disqualifications, no countouts, falls count anywhere, and the last man standing will be and the last man remaining will be declared the winner and will advance to the finals. There is 30 minutes, however, and if none of these guys gets eliminated, like say no one got eliminated by the time 30 minutes was up, that would mean that all 3 of these men would be eliminated from the tournament. However, if one person got eliminated but the other 2 stayed in for the remainder of 30 minutes, for the entire 30 minutes rather, then those 2 men will advance to the next round, if there is a next round, or probably the final, if there's like 4 or something like that. But of course, if only one person wins, then that person wins. Simple. So let's get started. So yeah, so we have 3 matches down from the Championship Gauntlet Tournament, and here's Kane, the defending Intercontinental Champion. He still has to win this match and the finals if he is to successfully defend his championship in this tournament. So Kane is of course at a disadvantage, but Kane is just out of this world tough. And here comes Montel Vontavious Porter, former 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Montel Vontavious Porter, MVP. Now this young man, how do I put this? He along with Kane managed to advance into what is now the semifinals, along with 2 other guys. But of course, MVP, I talked to him earlier on, and he said, "I'm looking to leave no doubt in anyone's mind that I am the rightful owner of the World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Championship." Yeah, part of the reason why MVP left in the first place was because it wasn't about wrestling anymore in the WWE, and that's just sad because the company has been known for wrestling matches. But up next, but enough about that. Here's Luke Gallows, the wild card, the official wild card entrant. Or actually, no, he's not the official wild card entrant, but he's one of the wild cards that actually made it to this part of the round. He won a 4-man battle royal, which included the likes of the Joker, Chuck Norris, and Rick Astley. And even though he was the biggest, he wasn't dominant as I would have thought he would be, but he did what he did, but he did what he had to do to get this far. Let's just see how far he can go in this tournament. Now, Luke Gallows, he's big enough, strong enough to go after Kane, but that's not saying much, is it? And Sam Cooke, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Sam Cooke took on Kane a couple of days ago against Kane in the ladder match for an opportunity to win the title, but that didn't happen though. Meaning Sam Cooke didn't win. But he has an opportunity later on tonight, provided we have time left. And MVP got whipped into the corner really hard. And now Kane's going right after MVP. And now Luke Gallows is getting double teamed with some knife edge chops by MVP. Oh, and a huge clothesline by Kane. And Kane is just dominating like he had been prior to losing his mask in real life. And a bulldog to Kane. And an armbar to Kane. And Gallows. And a power slam to Kane. Had the strength to do it. And he did it. But Kane just gets back up though. Even if you knock him down, you can't keep him down for long, however. And Kane whips MVP over the top rope and out. So that just leaves Gallows in the ring by... And Gallows got whipped over the top rope as well. And now MVP is going to go right after Gallows, while Kane is in the ring all by himself. And Kane is just a monster like he's always been. Oh, and a huge clothesline. Oh, and a huge slap in the stomach of MVP. He only had that protective vest he's wearing. Otherwise, he'd probably be chopped to death right now. And a DDT to MVP. MVP gets whipped over the top rope. Nope, Luke Gallows got outsmarted that time. But Kane, a huge chop that knocks down MVP. And Kane once again clears the ring, but that doesn't keep Luke Gallows from coming back in. A double axe handle in the back, and then a clothesline to the back of the head by Luke Gallows, but that doesn't keep Kane down for long though. I mean, how do you keep a guy who is, you know, how do you keep a guy who's been through hell and back? How do you keep him down? And Kane, wow, look the strength of Kane to do that to MVP, and MVP's no small man either. He's no midget, and and a drive-by kick to Gallows. And a whip into the corner goes Gallows, followed by a DDT. And now wait a minute. A double gutbuster to Kane. That's probably the best thing you can do to Kane, is double team him. That's probably their only hope. A belly to belly suplex to Gallows by MVP. And Kane whipped into the corner. Set up in a tree of woe, however. But Kane gets out of it already. Oh, and a huge punch that hits them both men, however. And now MVP's getting double teamed. And a facebuster knee to Kane. But Kane just gets back up. And a back elbow to the... Whoa, MVP just got his head taken off. And an elbow drop to MVP. MVP whipped over the top rope by Luke Gallows. And now Luke Gallows is going to go right after... Well, okay, I thought for a moment he would... Okay, Luke, what the hell? Are you going to make a... Wow, Luke... I guess you are as retarded as I thought you were. A facebuster knee by MVP. And Luke Gallows is just going berserk right now. Wait a minute. Kane gets a rib breaker by MVP. And now Kane's head is getting rammed onto the canvas by Luke Gallows, but... Whipping in the corner goes Kane. A drive-by kick that actually knocks down Oh my god. Kane. I think Kane is pissed. Facebuster knee to Luke Gallows, but a bulldog to MVP, and now Kane picks up MVP, and wait a minute. Choke slam to MVP. And now Gallows is going to pick him up. Nope, reversed into a rib breaker to Gallows. And a huge clothesline to by Kane. And now Gallows is going to pick up the cover. 1, 2. No, MVP kicked out of that one. I don't know how, but he did. And some more knife edge chops to Luke Gallows by MVP. And Kane just using his power to shove off MVP. But wait a minute, but MVP counters with a neck breaker to Kane. And a double Russian leg sweep to Kane. That's probably another good idea to do that. And a huge punch to Kane that knocks him down. I'll tell you one thing, MVP is on his game tonight. But... a double gutbuster to MVP. And now Kane picks him up. And Gallows picks him up and throws him like a rag doll. And now goes for a cover. 1, 2, 3. And MVP is out. That just leaves Kane and Luke Gallows to fight it out amongst each other. Well, there's MVP who's going to have to go back to the locker room. His opportunity to win the championship has gone up in smoke. Pun intended. As Kane loves to start... Or how do I say this? Yeah, pun intended. Because Kane would love nothing more than to set the world on fire. Belly-to-belly suplex by Kane. But Luke Gallows gets back up though, however. I don't know how, but he did. And now Gallows... And now he has Kane in a full Nelson submission. Is Kane gonna quit? No, Kane is much too powerful at this point to go for a submission. And now Kane is going to use a submission of his own, the same move that Luke Gallows just did to him. Is Luke Gallows going to tap out, or is he going to quit? No. But folks, I'm running short. I'm running low on time, so stay tuned for part 2. This is the end of part 1. Stay tuned, everybody.